Excelsis Deo. Hello. Ooh, this is on. Good evening. Thank you for joining us tonight at the grand tree lighting ceremony here at the Capitol. We are the South High School Symphonic Choir from South Salem High School down the road. Yeah. They like you. They really like you. We're glad to be here this evening. This is a really quick turnaround for us for our holiday music. Usually we have another 2.5 weeks. So these guys have put in a ton of work, and they're just doing excellent. We have a number of songs still left for you. I do want to warn you, at some point, you're about to get a pamphlet with a program. It has music in it, and we ask that there's going to be a couple times that we ask you to sing along on a couple of our carols that we're going to do. So when we have that opportunity, we ask that you sing out full and mighty, even if you are thinking that you can't sing. We all can. And the other thing is that these folks at the end, before the last song, are going to kind of join us in the audience in some way, shape, or form. So I'll tell you before that's going to happen so we can kind of make a little bit of room, but just a heads up on that. So this is the South Salem High School Symphonic Choir, and thank you for having us. This next piece is by Stanford Scriven. It's called Christ the Apple Tree. During the next two pieces is your time to shine. It's your time to get to sing. So, during O Come All Ye Faithful, the first verse, they're going to sing from up here, and we ask that you not sing while they sing the first verse. But the next two, we ask that you stand and you sing mighty with us the rest of the way, and they're going to come join you in the audience. So, O come all ye faithful. You'll see the verses. We are only doing verses 1, 3, and 4. So you'll notice those are in your program. If you don't have one near you, find somebody to share with. Sing loud and mighty. We don't want to be alone in this. And during Silent Night, you'll know when to sing. I promise. You won't need to stand for the next one, so you can have a seat if you'd like. As is tradition at South, we've sung this arrangement of Silent Night to end our winter concerts for many years. This arrangement is written by the Assistant Superintendent of Schools for Salem-Keizer, Mr. Kelly Carlisle. And it's a gift that we would like to share with you this evening. Thank you for having us here. And once we're done singing, they'll come back up and get a quick picture back where they were standing before, and then we'll be on with the tree lighting. Thank you so much again for having us, and we hope to see you soon. Have a great, happy holiday season.
Good evening. My name is Darren Hill, and on behalf of the staff, I'd like to welcome you to the tree lighting ceremony and the 35th annual Holiday at the Capitol. I've spent a number of years working in this building and have always enjoyed the holiday decorations. This year I've taken on a new role in legislative administration, and it's led to a new appreciation for how much time and effort it takes to get the Capitol ready for the holidays. I think you'll agree it looks amazing. There are an unbelievable number of people that make this possible, and I cannot thank everyone. However, I would like to note just a few. Sherry Chandler and the staff and the visitor service have spent countless hours planning and orchestrating the event and the decorations. There are many volunteers that work in the Capitol on a daily basis, and they are a big reason that events like this are a huge success. I'd also like to thank the business partners that have contributed to the holidays at the Capitol. Without them, this wouldn't be possible. Last but not least, I'd like to thank the staff and facilities that go the extra mile during this time of the season, and the staff and media services for streaming tonight's events and all the upcoming performances. Will you join me in thanking these people? Okay, let's get on to the people you really wanted to see. I'd like to introduce the Master of Ceremonies for the evening, the Honorable Judge Hart. Judge Hart has practiced law in Marion County for over 25 years and spent the last 17 years as a circuit court judge. He has graciously been the Master of Ceremonies for the tree lighting ceremony for the past several years. Please welcome Judge Hart.
Good evening, everyone. I am Tom Hart, and I'm here to tell you that I'm pleased to be able to be with you during the holiday tree lighting. This is my 6th year. Has anybody here been to this tree lighting before? Please say yes. It's a great time of the year, and first of all, I really think that we need to thank some of the people that have put this together for us. It's not an easy job. It takes a lot of people, a lot of volunteers, and it'll be exciting when the light comes on. But there's a big light over there, directly across, that my friend Catherine Bowie is operating. She's been volunteering here. We have wonderful people all around, and I'll be thanking some more as we go along, but can we just have another shout out for South Salem High School's choir? Wasn't that about beautiful? And you know, it's a lot of fun. I love these guys on the horns playing that fanfare for us when we come down. Eric Lehman, Pat Anderson, Joe Kelly, and Jeff Elliott, thank you very much. South Salem High School choir was terrific, but it really took Director William McLean to put it all together for tonight's performance. I really, really do appreciate the hard work that he's put in for that. And the music from the piano down there is through the gracious volunteer of Mr. Rick King and Music. They provided that so we can have a piano throughout the holiday season. So thank you, Music. The presenting sponsor of tonight's activities is the Oregon State Capitol Foundation. It is a group of members that are thoroughly interested in preserving this beautiful building and making special events like this possible. It is their mission to create a living history in this building, to enhance the dignity and the beauty of our Capitol. We're lucky. This is just a beautiful place. The rotunda there during when they were singing made for just beautiful music to be heard. There are other ways that the foundation fosters cultural and educational opportunities, and I encourage you to come to many of the other events in addition to the tree lighting ceremony. Tonight, our next speaker is Joan Plank. She is the Vice Chair of the Oregon State Capitol Foundation, and she's going to be the incoming chair of the foundation. She's been on the foundation board for the last 3 years. She retired after 36 years with the Oregon Department of Transportation. We're blessed to have her with us tonight. Folks, Joan Plank.
Good evening, everybody. The Oregon State Capitol Foundation is just thrilled to be the presenting sponsor of this event. The building looks stunning, and I want to thank all the volunteers who put all the work into making it that way. This is a 35th anniversary. The event started in 1981, and every year the volunteers make it even better. The tree tonight is a 30-foot noble fir. The State Department of Forestry made it possible for us, and the tree came from the Clatsop State Forest. So we're thrilled to see this tree, and I can't wait to see the lights on it. We also want to thank, speaking of lights, the IBEW, Local 48 and Local 280 are responsible or volunteered to put all the lights on the tree. So we want to thank them when those lights go off. Thanks for being here, and have fun.
You're going over there. Thank you. The IBEW is the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, because we had to make sure the electricity was absolutely correct on the tree. It's an honor for me to bring to you our next guest, Senator Jackie Winters. She's been officially celebrating December holidays here at the Capitol since 1999. She was then elected member of the Oregon Legislative Assembly, representing House District 31. Since 2003, she has continued her tenure as the first elected Black Republican member of the legislature by serving as senator representing Senate District 10. A confirmed and well-recognized advocate for children and their welfare, Senator Winters has been known to interrupt whatever she's doing to welcome young people to her office. And when she gets them there, she introduces them to many of the exciting things that go on in state government. So if you get a chance in February, you can come on by and say hi to Senator Winters. Senator Winters has lived for more than 40 years in Salem and is a shining example of active involvement in her community. She's raised a wonderful family. And ladies and gentlemen, and you youngsters and you people that are young at heart, here is Senator Winters.
I too want to thank the members of the South Salem High School Choir. I have just a bit of history with that choir, as 3 of my sons and 1 of my granddaughters have shared their musical talents with that group. Over the next 3 weeks, members of over 80 choirs will perform, and I know from talking with people who come to visit us that there are hundreds of singers who have lifted their voices in carols of the season. These performers are following a long tradition. Many of their parents and even some of their grandparents performed here when they were in school. There will be performance here in the Rotunda each Monday through Saturday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. through December 23rd, and we look forward to welcoming you to join us. And don't forget to bring your friends and your neighbors as well to celebrate in your capital.
Each year, there are many volunteers that help out. Some of them are actually employees that spend extra time. Julie Poppinga takes care of the visitor services. We appreciate her coordination of the volunteers and everybody else that helps out. Don Curtis and Alan Hadley are a couple of old timers. They're the guys that help put the train underneath the tree. They volunteer their services. All the event partners that we have are unfortunately too long to list, but on the back of your program, and I hope you've had a chance to take a look at that, there are many, many partners and volunteers that have helped us all out, and let's thank all of them for the good hard work that they've done. Anybody excited about getting close? You know who's going to be coming in a little bit, right? Yeah, okay, that's fine. We're going to have a little bit of fun, but this is the main event because the next speaker and her husband are the ones that are going to bring to us our very special guest tonight. And it is a pleasure and an honor for me to introduce the Honorable Kate Brown, the Governor of the State of Oregon, and the First Gentleman, Dan Little. Governor Brown is our 38th governor, and 4 weeks ago today, she was elected by the people to a new term as governor beginning in January. This is her second holiday tree lighting event, and we'll be looking forward to many more. The governor spent more than 25 years in service to the citizens as a representative, senator, and secretary of state, and now as our governor. She has championed the rights of all Oregonians. The governor obtained her law degree from Lewis and Clark College of Law and is an active member of the Oregon State Bar, just like me, the judge is. Okay? The governor, Kate, is married to the First Gentleman, Dan Little. Dan is a retired United States Forest Service biologist with exceptional computer skills. He's developed databases that analyze a wide variety of natural resources and conditions. The governor and the First Gentleman were married in 1997 and have raised 2 children, Jesse and Dylan. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, and youngsters and young at heart, the governor, Kate Brown, and the First Gentleman, Dan Little.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for being here tonight and enjoying this beautiful evening at the Capitol. I'm so pleased to see so many colleagues and friends in our beautifully decorated Oregon Capitol. Yay! And can we thank Judge Hart for being such a tremendous MC this evening? He does it with joy and delight. No event better symbolizes the start of the holiday season in Oregon than the annual tree lighting and State Employees Toy Drive. Today, we celebrate 32 years of the Toy Drive, which donates thousands of toys to the Marine Corps Toys for Tots program. For children, toys can be so much more than fun to play, just being fun to play with. The right toy can spark inspiration, teach important lessons, and encourage creativity. Who here in this room has a favorite toy to play with? Anybody a favorite of Legos? How about Lincoln Logs? My personal favorites. Well, thanks to the kindness and generosity of state employees and the Marine Corps Toy for Tots program, thousands of children in communities throughout Oregon will have a gift to open and a new toy to play with this holiday season. I also would like to give a special acknowledgement to the Dan Curtis family. Year after year, they have placed the American Flyer train on display for kids as well as adults to watch loop after loop. Let's thank the Curtis family for their time and energy. Well, I also want to say thank you to all the volunteers, partners, sponsors who make the event happen and bring joy to Oregon children each year. Thank you so much for your time and energy. All right, Mr. Little, I think it's time for us to go. Wait, are we expecting a visitor? Do you hear sleigh bells? Who could it be? Thank you, Santa, for joining us. All right, everybody. With Santa and Mrs. Claus watching, we're going to turn on the lights, but we need your help. We're going to start at 5 and count down to 1. So will you help count with me? All right. Come on over. Come on. All right. 5, 4, 3,
2, 1. Poof! Hey! All right. Isn't that beautiful? Thank you.
Thank you.
You have anything else you want
No,
to say?
I'm good.
All
Thank
right,
you
all
so
right.
much.
Thank you. All right.
Happy holidays, everyone.
You betcha. I want to thank everybody. I know it's time to be even more excited because Santa and Miss Claus are going to be available in the Galleria. No, I thank the state police for getting all you kids on the floor, but we're going to have to make room for Santa and Mrs. Claus to be over at their chairs so you can get in line and talk to Santa and get your pictures taken. We thank the Best Buy Geek Squad for taking photos. There'll be candy canes, cookies, and punch for all, courtesy of Croissant and Company and Sassy Onion. Excuse me. Everybody have a Merry Christmas and a very happy and safe holiday season. Thank you very much.